everybody, it's Abide by Shy, and today I have Raynelle M here doing a tribal inspired look.
Okay, so to start, I'm going to apply a white base, and this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Free Base. This is going to help all the colors pop as well as stay on and be creaseless. I'm just blending it out with a synthetic brush and then just cleaning up the edges. Next, I'm applying Makeup Forever Flash Color in the color 001 as a base for the red and maroon shades that we're going to be using. I'm applying it with a synthetic brush as well, and the application does not need to be perfect. It can be a little messy because you're going to be blending out eyeshadows on top of this. Next, I'm using a fluffy brush with a synthetic tip just to blend out the edges of the cream base. With the same fluffy brush, I'm applying Makeup Forever Flash Color in the color 007. So this will be more of a gradient toward the oranges and then the yellow shades that we're going to use. So after the two cream color bases are blended together, I'm going to start applying the eyeshadow. And this is a maroon shade from MAC. I believe it's called Deep Damson. And I'm applying it with a flat eyeshadow brush and sort of pressing and packing the color onto the lid to build it up. Now I'm applying a loose pigment. This is also from MAC. It's called Basic Red. I'm just blending that into the crease with a fluffy blending brush. I'm using a Q-tip just to clean up around the edges and where my shadows and colors have blended out a little too far. Now I'm using a shade called Orange from MAC. It's an eyeshadow. I'm just using it to brighten up the red as well as continue the gradation of color from red to orange to yellow. So now I'm going to move to the face. So to start, we're going to use a primer from Makeup Forever. It's in the shade Caramel. So it's going to be color correcting, so it's great for under the eyes, any pigmentation in the skin, as well as any other areas of the face where you may be a little bit darker or duller. Now I'm applying foundation. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I'm just working in smaller areas with a foundation blending brush just to build coverage where it's needed. So next I'm applying concealer, and this is also Makeup Forever HD concealer. I'm using a slightly peachier tone just to brighten up under the eyes, applying with a flat brush and then blending out with a fluffy brush. To set the foundation, I'm using Makeup Forever's HD Micro Finishing Powder, just using a press and roll technique with a big fluffy brush. And then I'm also using a smaller blending brush just to set under the eyes with the same powder. So next I'm moving back to the eyes and adding a yellow shade from MAC. This one's called Goldenrod, as well as an orange, which is called Rule, just to finish off the gradation of color and blend out all the edges. I'm also going to be blending the entire eye and adding shadow back where things may have been too blended out, just to get the colors to pop again. Now I'm adding an orange pencil from Urban Decay to define the lower lash line and adding shadows on top to intensify it. Next, I'm using a pencil brush to blend out the edges of the lower lash line and continue building the color. Using a fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to blend out all the edges. Next, I'm adding a glitter detail to the inner crease of the eye with Urban Decay's Midnight Cowboy Glitter Liner. Next, I'm using two MAC powder blush shades in the colors Devil and Flame Red to build up color on the cheeks, and I'm bringing it up to the temples as well. Next, I'm using a big fluffy face brush just to blend out the edges of the blush. And in the final look, we also added contouring just to give more depth and definition to the face. Now I'm adding a bit of detail and glitter to the lid with the Vice Special Effects from Urban Decay as well in the color Bruja. To finish off the eyes, I'm just using a fluffy brush to blend out the colors a little bit more and blend out the edges. Next, I'm using the brow palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills just to fill out the brows and darken them. Now I'm adding some finishing touches to the look with highlighter. I'm using a pencil brush for the eyes and a small fluffy blending brush for the face. I've added lashes to finish off the eye look, and next we're going to be using a nude lip pencil from NYX to define the lip before applying lipstick. For lipstick, I'm using a NARS Audacious lipstick in the color Barbara and adding a highlight with the Urban Decay Special Effects in the color Third Degree. And here's the final look.
Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this look, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.